Hey, hey, we are live. A lot of core focus today, a lot of quad work. It's going to be a little bit of a tough one. Usual warm-up. We're going to be doing our 3 sets of 15 repetitions this time. Then we're going to go into a mountain climber plank ladder. Did this session on the weekend with some of our clients and it was phenomenal. The idea here really is to fatigue the core and then get it pushed with getting in as much work as we can. So we're going to plank and mountain climb. Now guys, what I want you to do with this session is make sure that you are able to manage the load, because this is progressive. We're starting off with 60 seconds, then going to 120 seconds and going to 180 seconds on the plank. If you can only manage to start with 30 seconds, start with 30 seconds. If you can manage to start at 45 or 60, go with that and work your progressions. We're doing a ratio here of 2 to 1. So for every second that we're in the plank, we do 1 mountain climber. So if we're doing a 60-second plank, we are going to do 30 mountain climbers. If we're doing a 120-second plank, we are going to do 60 mountain climbers. So it's a 2 to 1 ratio, and that's the format that the session is going to cover today. So we're going to start with the plank first because we want to fatigue the core, and then we really got to bring in the core, the hip flexors, the quads, with getting all the work done for what we want today. So what it's going to look like is we're going to plank. So how we set up plank is feet shoulder width apart and our forearms parallel. I don't want to hold hands. We want to disengage the shoulders as much as we can. Don't drop down into your plank as well. Lift up out of your plank. And you're going to hold that in a straight line for 60 seconds. Once we've done our 60 seconds or however long you can manage, we're going to go straight into mountain climbers. Mountain climber on your hand, right knee to right elbow, and we're going to switch. Left and right is always 1. All right, so we're going to do this format. Guys, I did this with my private clients on the weekend and boy, they loved it. So they had so much fun. I really wanted to share it with you guys today. We're going to do, ideally, this is what we want to do. See, when you're old, you have to take notes. So we're going to do 60 seconds plank into 30 mountain climbers. 120-second plank into 60 mountain climbers, and 180-second plank into 90 mountain climbers. So that's the ratio. If you can only start with a 10-second plank, go into 5 mountain climbers. Cool. We then do the exact same format, but we're going to do it in FLR. So on your hands, and we're going to then do it with my elbow ups. So this is going to be FLR, which is top of the push-up position. Looks like this. Here, feet shoulder width apart. Hands directly under our shoulders, squeeze the butt, keep the body in a straight line, and drop the hips so that the butt squeeze, the hips are engaged, core is engaged. Hand shoulder width apart, don't want the bum up, and we don't want the bum sagging. We want a straight line through like that. Okay, that's FLR. Stands for forward, leaning, rest. So we're going to go from FLR into elbow ups. This is where we're going to drop down onto our elbows. Now here we're going to do a 3 to 1 ratio because these elbow ups can be a little bit tough. Please try and do them on a mat or something soft, because if you start to pull the skin off your elbows, you're going to shout at me, as my clients always do. But again, it's a great one for the lateral chain. This is what it looks like. We're going to go down and we're going to come up. The idea is to keep the bum as low as we can, so the body's in a straight line. Don't let the hips sag. We don't point the bum up in the air. Keeping the glutes squeezed nice and tight. So I said 3-to-1 ratio. We're going to do a 60-second FLR and then 20 elbow ups. Then we're going to do a 120-second FLR, 40 elbow ups, and 180-second FLR, 60 elbow ups. You can start with 10, that's perfect. Then do 10 and 3, or 20 and 6. You guys have got the idea. Then one of my favorite movements that I love doing is side plank hip raises. Make sure you're not hurting your shoulders, guys. We're going to do it in plank, so on our elbows. If there's pain in the shoulder, leave the body weight on the knee and just lift the hip off the ground. So instead of resting on the foot, I'll demonstrate. So we're here, legs straight here. We're going to lift up out of plank. 1, 2. If it's easier to have one foot in front of the other, you can do that. You can also drop down on your knee and just lift off the knee. So we want straight. If you do need your hand to stabilize, use your hand to stabilize. We're going to go 1, 2. That's the movement. We're pairing that with double leg mountain climbers. So we're going to do that in a ratio of, what's up? Yeah, we got 2-to-1. We're going to do a 1-to-12 ladder. So what it's going to look like is this. We're going to do one left, right, one hip raise on the right, one double leg mountain climber, or jumping forward, jumping back, and then one on the left side. I'll show you what it looks like. So we start position here, hip up off the ground and down. We come back up into FLR, jump forward, jump back, jump forward, jump back, then to the other side, and we go down. Then we do 2. 1, 2. We come onto our hands. We jump forward now for 4. 2, 3, 4. Over. And again, here we do 2. 1, 2. You can be on your hands or your elbows. The elbow is going to be a lot less strain on the shoulder. If you're on your hand, it looks like this. 1. Oh, I love that stretch. That's what the movement looks like. But it's a lot more loading on your shoulder. So please take care in what you do. So you're going to do 1, 2, 1. 2, 4, 2. 3, 6, 3, 4, 8. My math says 2, yeah. 8, 4, 5, 10, 5. You guys get the idea. Up to 12. Then, should you be brave enough and after a considerable rest, go down the ladder from 12 down to 1. That's going to be too much fun. All right. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the session. Afterwards we stretch. Remember the main stretches that we want to focus on for here, that side and this side. Right leg over left when we go on our backs here, and so on, and so on. If there's anything that you would like to train in particular, please let me know in the comments down below, and we'll make sure it happens. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all. Have a great day.